Thanks for letting us come out today. This has been so awesome. We'll do it for you anytime. So we just wanted to hear a little bit about the inspiration for opening the small business and where it's going, because I know you have a lot of exciting things happening.
I started the business at the end of 2022, going into 23, like peak pandemic. I was working healthcare, and I had actually started a book club on the unit that I was working at the hospital. And it just spiraled from there. It started with like Hoover, McFadden, like all of the large, like you find in Target, and then quickly escalated to what you see now.
Yeah.
Year one was a lot of tent and table setups. We put the books in the boxes, and that's what we did. And then realized like there was a lot of potential being mobile. We weren't ready for the brick and mortar yet. But yeah, we started with this last summer. So this is year two. Yeah, it's been great. Like you said, like the people are just fun.
So nice.
Like the romance readers, the plant people, and the coffee drinkers, like we're all just here for a good time. Like we're here for the vibe of it all. And I feel like it's really been great. September 20th, we're doing our official grand opening for our brick and mortar, which is very exciting. Yeah, we're going to have a few local indie authors for signings. We're going to have a coffee bar cart situation, local tattoo artists doing tiny tattoos. Yeah. We have a lot of fun stuff that we're looking forward to. And while mobile has been like amazing, I'm really excited to have one physical place where people can find us consistently. And we're going to do certain book clubs. We're going to work with other local companies to do like maybe a boozy book club where we have like a wine night and a book pairing, or something similar, like a brewery and a beer, like whatever, a craft book club. We have a lot of ideas, and I'm excited to have one place where we can actually like get that all moving.
That's so exciting. Yeah. I know it's Bookstore Romance Day. So in celebration of that, what is your favorite romance and what's a rec you would throw out there if those are separate?
So a series that I recommend to anybody that comes to the shop, regardless of what they typically read, is the Bourbon Boys series by Victoria Wilder. I love that. It follows the trio of brothers. Their family owns a bourbon distillery in Kentucky, and that's their legacy. It follows the men, but also the mysterious women that come into their lives, and small town mystery and a little bit of suspense. There's spice. There's a lot of those moments where you're like, ew, wait, do I like that? And you're like, yeah, no, I like that. That's my thing now. I love that. And it's just, they're books, but you get lost in it. It's believable, I guess. It's not so far-fetched. Like it could be someone's actual lived experience. I think that's really great. And also honorable mentions, Kath Richards, A Love Most Fatal. It's a mafia romance, but it's like a fun twist because the woman is actually the mob boss.
Okay.
And the male counterpart is elementary or middle school math teacher. It's like her godson. And it's just cute. Like it's not super heavy for mafia. It's more rom-com. And then book 2 comes out like in another month or so with one of the sisters. Okay. And it's a little bit darker, a little bit heavier content. I'm reading that arc right now. I'm really enjoying that also. But Victoria Wilder, Kath Richards are like my Insta buy right now. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's been so fun to be out here at the farmer's market. I know it's like your last pop-up. I wish we had met you sooner. But so many things in the future. Yeah, I think we're planning on coming to the opening. So we're super excited about that. So thanks so much for everything. How do you know Jade?
I found her here.
Okay.
At this little shop.
Frequent customer.
Every single weekend she's here.
I love that. We love the loyal customers too.
Yes.
Is romance your preferred genre?
100%.
Okay, so tell me, did you buy anything today? Okay, tell me what you bought.
I bought a Megan Quinn, Allie Hazelwood, a Tentacle.
I actually haven't read a ton of Allie Hazelwood. Have you read a decent amount of her?
Almost, yes.
Okay.
I'm working my way through it.
Have you read Deep End?
Yes.
Tell me about that a little bit.
I really liked it. I like that it's not just about the couples in love. It's also about the main character, the struggles that they go through. And you really get a sense of the sport itself. So she was a diver.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that aspect of it. It wasn't just solely about the romance of it.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of controversy. People either loved that book or hated it. So I was curious because I'm much more of a romantasy. I think both of us are more of romantasy.
Yeah.
This is Cassie, by the way, my co-host. She's just not sitting with us. But yeah, we're more like down the ACOTAR Fourth Wing.
Oh my gosh,
which I'm sure you're in. Of course.
Yep.
But I need to broaden over to more of the straight romance.
Yeah.
So
I go through phases.
Okay.
So right now it's more rom-com, more just happy-go-lucky. But I definitely had my dark romance for a while and my romantasy.
Okay. Have
Yeah,
you read Haunting Adeline?
of course.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You know the books you're reading?
Just not some of them. I have not talked to you.
My favorite is when people give their husbands the book and have them read a segment, and the husbands are looking at the camera like, "What are you reading in your private time?"
Yeah.
What's your favorite trope in romance?
Ooh. I know that I don't like the third act breakup.
Okay.
I don't really like the insta love right now. I'm definitely like slow burn, but I love reverse harems.
Okay.
Ooh.
We're big enemies to lovers, people.
Are you?
And like,
I know
she,
love triangle.
Love triangle is my enemy. I hate it with a passion. Absolutely can't stand it. I'm glad that was.
we were actually talking about love triangles on an episode a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about how weird it is when it's brothers.
Uh-huh.
It's inner sibling love triangle because we read the Powerless trilogy. I don't know if you've read
I
that.
have not. Yeah.
Don't know if I'd recommend it.
I get so angry because I love Why Choose and that love triangle. I'm like, just pick both if they're both good.
Yeah.
If I really hate one character, then I'm like, okay, I can deal with this triangle, but not if you're both are really good.
Oh,
Why
boy.
choose?
What is
Right.
your all-time favorite top of the list romance book that you would recommend?
Ooh. Ooh.
Or
That's-
give me a couple.
That is really hard. Okay, so I loved Throne of Glass. That's like my top ever.
That's right.
Yes, I'm getting tattooed of it. Like
Yes.
eventually, yeah.
What's the tattoo? I'm going to interrupt you.
You do not yield.
Love it. Yes.
That meant a lot to me.
Okay.
I love that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I've read way too many.
Throne of Glass is a good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
you're sitting right here in front of the person who would recommend Throne of Glass to anybody.
I love that book so
My
much.
quote was, "I'm here, I'm with you." That was
Oh my gosh, blink, blink.
that's blink blink. No, it's so good. Lives in my head rent free.
Yeah, and that brings still to this day. It's probably been 4 years since I've read it, and
Okay.
that still brings emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I feel like that's up there. I really liked Lady of Darkness, that series.
Okay.
That was really good.
Okay.
I don't know anything Megan Quinn right now. T.L.
Okay.
Swan is another one-click author for me.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of conversation because I started Throne of Glass and then she caught up to me and we read the final book, Kingdom of Ash. And did you think it was worth all the hype that it got? Did it emotionally destroy you?
Oh,
Okay.
The 13, like
Okay.
that.
That one alone. Oh,
That kind of just, and then just the little moments of the characters that you met along the way and all of them showing up. Her being,
she's so good at
Yes.
like bringing back around characters. Like you meet
Right.
one, like Irene or
Yeah,
Irene, however you
Irene,
pronounce
yeah.
it.
yeah. And the fact that she was the hero of the story, but she also wasn't. It was the side characters. It was that found family. Again, that's actually a top tier trope.
Okay, found family.
family.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Thanks so much for sitting and chatting with us today.
Anytime. This is my favorite thing.
Oh my God, I love it. We love talking to people. Thanks so much for sitting with us.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've ever really gotten out in the community and had a chance to do this.
Yeah,
so-
I'm excited. We come every Sunday or Saturday, and
that.
I've never seen you guys before. So it's
Yeah, we met
Beautiful in
the
there.
Sweet Nothings actually at the Root and Rise Festival in Bel Air because I
Okay.
was frequenting there. And then I chatted with Jade and was like, hey, I have a book podcast. And she was, let's do something together. So
cool.
we drove out this morning to do this.
Yeah,
together,
well, it's a
so-
great day. It's been really hot recently. It's a nice, cool day today.
Seriously,
It
my
feels
goodness.
good. Yeah,
Okay, so did you get in there yet
I
today?
did,
Okay,
I
did you buy
did.
anything?
not yet.
Okay, what were you eyeballing?
I was actually looking at some of the books though. I didn't get a whole lot of titles. Just 'cause
Okay.
came back out to see him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great setup in there. I actually was looking at the backdrop in there with
Yes.
the pages. So I actually had a table in college that I took. I found a Harry Potter in French, and I took the Harry Potter pages in French and put them
That's
all over
so
the table.
cool. Where did you
Yeah.
find the Harry Potter version in French?
Goodwill?
I love that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your romance recommendation?
Goodness, the romance. Oh, I cannot think of it. It's called about the dictionary. The author's name is Pip.
Okay.
It's about the dictionary. I can give you the title in
Yeah,
a few
just
seconds.
Tell me
But
about the book.
It is about a young writer who is
grows up with her father. He edits the dictionary and how words become in the dictionary. And she wants to follow that path, but it's generally a male dominated field.
Oh, okay.
And then, in her quest to add words to the dictionary and find definitions, she falls in love with someone who also is a scholar. And they have like a run to each other moment.
love
And the book isn't prefaced as a romance. It's definitely an underlying theme, but it's one of the best books I've ever read.
Wow.
And it was the first time I ever was like, oh, I can like deal with romance.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, you definitely need to think of the title.
I will
and-
get it. I have it written down because I recommend it to people all the time. I can't believe I
Yes.
can't think of it. It's something dictionary, but it's a fantastic book.
Okay.
And if you're not seeking out a romance book and you're looking for something a little more in depth, it's nice because the romance is secondary, but it's so impactful.
That's what I like. I like the secondary.
Yeah.
We just did a podcast episode on smut in books. And
Yeah.
we really prefer that it's like secondary. I
Yeah.
don't need it to be all about the sex.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do a lot of those books too, because those are fun reads as well. And I'm a big fantasy reader. And so I like world building and character building. And I love long-term series. So I
Okay.
can pick up a few books after another. I think that's great. But like you said, I like it when there's a plot too.
Yeah.
So,
What was your favorite fantasy series?
so I grew up on Harry Potter, obviously.
We've got a Harry Potter stand over there.
I can't,
Yes,
I
we
know.
stopped here.
Yeah, I can't get away from it. I love Harry Potter. I recently have been reading a lot of Cassandra Clare.
Okay.
She has a new series called, the first one is called The Sword Catcher,
Okay.
and the second one is The Rag Picker King.
I don't know if I've seen her, so I'll have to check her out.
Brand new. She had Immortal Instruments, which came out early 2000s when I was in college.
Oh,
10 years
okay.
ago.
Yeah.
And I loved those series. And then so these ones, it's going to be, I think, 4 books.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the full series is called, but the first one is Sword Catcher and the second one's Rag Picker King. And I just finished that one. And those ones are great in terms of like a small little group working together, but there's romance, there's 2 paired off couples and stuff,
Okay.
but secondary to the overall plot.
Yeah, we're like Avatar, Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
Throne
Throne of Glass was I devoured that
We're finding
one.
the Throne of Glass people today.
So I like the later books.
That's
Yeah.
what I felt.
Yeah,
The first one was
Yeah, the first one I read because everyone was reading it, and I was like, "Oh, it's summertime. Let me go to the pool and read this book." And I was like, "Oh, okay, this is fun, kind of spicy, but I like a little bit more." But I think with the third book, the silver one,
yeah, Court of
Binding,
Silver Flames.
by that one, I was like, "All right,
I'm in.
okay, let's do it." But then I read Thorn of Glass second,
Okay.
and I was hooked on those.
I also read Throne of Glass
I
second.
devoured those,
Okay.
and I was like, "Okay, if you're not into the crazy." Spicy romance.
Yes.
The Throne of Glass is for
That's
you.
why.
But
That's
she's
why
a little
I
bit
passed.
more. I like the main character. She's a little bit more powerful, a little bit
Yep.
more goal driven versus
Yep.
just like in love. So,
Yeah. Which book in the series was your favorite?
oh gosh, I think yeah. I'm trying to read.
I guess I'm just of the outs of like the non-ordinary because I have such a quick answer for that.
Yeah.
Because I love that one.
Okay, so I'm trying to think about. She is the Anna. She turns into the cheetah. I'm not.
Lysandra.
Yes,
Okay.
I loved her.
Okay.
I loved her a lot.
Okay.
I also loved the coven that they were when they were working with the coven.
Non.
Yes.
Yeah, the 13.
Yes, I loved
Oh
them.
my god.
So
good.
later books, I guess again. But I do like those ones above Court of Rose
A
Thorns.
Court of Thorns and Roses.
Okay.
I always just say Akatar.
Akatar, yeah. My sister's actually a librarian.
Okay.
And so I've been trying to get her to start reading them, but she says people come in like daily and ask her where they are. And she's the whole list is like 6 years long.
Oh my
so-
gosh. I was gonna ask the last thing was
Yeah.
what is your favorite trope in a book?
Ooh.
Or maybe some that you hate too, because there are some that really suck.
I don't necessarily hate them, but I hate when I catch on to it early.
Okay.
I feel like I hate when I catch on to the enemies to lovers like
Mm.
too early. I
Okay.
like it when it's a slow burn. I don't really necessarily not like a trope, but I like it when it's really predictable.
Okay.
I think I do love the Secret Princess one.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I like
I
when
didn't
she-
even think of that one. Like
that
I
one.
read so much of it, but I didn't think of it.
Yeah, I think Secret was adopted at birth or whatever. There's another.
Makes sense why you liked her. Black.
Yeah, that she has to
Don't
come.
spoil
She
it.
has to come into her own. She's strong in her own. I'm trying to. There, Megan Wallen Turner, I believe. She has another one. It's like King of Atolia,
Okay.
and that one's about a young boy, but similar to the Cassandra Clare books that I'm reading. He's on the quest and a journey to better the kingdom. But I like the world building in that one as well too.
Okay.
I don't think there's really any romance in that.
That's
There's
fair.
like a little. He ends up marrying a queen, but it's
Okay.
sweet.
All right. Thanks so much for sitting
Yeah,
with us.
I'm so
Bookstore
excited.
today. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for sitting with
No
us.
problem.
So tell us about your love for books.
So I actually started reading. I have 2 different reading journeys. So like when a kid in middle school, intermediate school, I started with Alana the First Adventures by Tamora Pierce,
Okay.
and that got me into like fantasy books, and strong female power books. and
Yeah.
that's something that wasn't really truly read in school, but that's what started my journey
Okay.
as a kid. And then high school happens, college happens, we fall off.
Yep.
I had surgery in 2023.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I'm sitting here recovering for a month and a half. Let
As
me
well.
pick up a book. And I actually picked up ACOTAR
Okay.
first. And that really started my reading journey again. And I was devouring books during my recovery. And I was like, okay, I'm back into reading.
I had my son last year in February, and that's how I got back into reading. Was I sat and just nursed him, and I didn't
Yeah.
have anything to do.
Yeah.
So I finally bought a Kindle because I couldn't read in the dark in the nursery. And so I told my husband, I was it's an investment, like it'll keep my. So I got the Kindle, and then ACOTAR happened. And
Yeah.
that was
Just kept going. And then I was like, oh, then I ventured into dark romance. And that's where I go back. and forth
Okay.
to. I'm always going back into the.
what was your first venture into dark romance?
I'm trying to remember which one happened first. The one I remember the most is Haunting Adeline. Not
I was
gonna-
gonna say that was first. That was what I ventured into first.
And I was like, oh, this is dark.
Yeah.
And I was like, everything after it was more tame on the tamer side. And I was like, okay,
I don't think
I
it
like-
gets any darker than
No,
that series.
it really doesn't. And then Hunting Adeline just took you for a loop.
Uh-huh.
And I cried during that one. I was like, one, how can we write something like this?
Yeah.
It's a great book, but on page, all the stuff that she went through was just a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, she has trauma now. A lot of trauma. She had trauma before, but she has it now. So I was like, okay, that's dark. I dialed it back. Now I'm more of lights out. Give me some funny with it. Or
She just had lights out. What did
it
you
was
think?
it was funny. It was
Okay.
hilarious. I actually like the main male character more than I like the female male character. I love his point of view. And I thought he was really funny. Like, and that man, like, testing out how to change his voice was just hilarious to me. And I will always recommend Lights Out.
Okay.
I haven't read the second one yet. But
Okay.
it is on my very long list.
Yeah.
of things to run. But I did read Butcher and Blackbird too. That was a
Heard
good
it,
one.
or I've heard it's phenomenal. I see
It's
it
so good.
everywhere.
And that is also funny.
Okay.
A good mixture of dark romance with funny.
Okay.
I've been liking those a lot. too.
Okay. Tell us your thoughts about ACOTAR. I want to hear.
I thought I liked the first book.
Okay.
So when I read ACOTAR, I was like, this sounds like a fan fiction I used to read. And it was a fan fiction first.
Okay.
And it's still up. Somebody kind of mixed that with Twilight, I believe it was.
Okay.
And then I was reading it. I was like, okay, I like this. And then I read the second. By the end of the first book, I was like, I don't like him anymore. And I was like, I understand she's illiterate. And I was like, that poem, that riddle was so easy to me. And I was like,
Which is wild. Cassie and I talk about it all the time because I was sitting there and I was like, I must be done. Like, I was like, I don't.
I'm screaming.
right. The minute they finished, like, I think even before she even finished the riddle, I was like, oh, love.
Oh my God. Okay, now I just feel dumb. Because I'm like reading the book. I'm like, what is the answer to this riddle? And then she finally puts it, she's like, love. And I'm like, I did not get that at all.
Yes. So she could have saved the world 10 times over and in the amount of time it took. And I get it. Like, it's to stress the story out.
Yeah.
She's illiterate. She didn't have any education and things like that. So I get the point, but that made me so angry.
Mhm.
And then the second book was really good. The second book, like, really brought me back in.
That's
and
how
I
I
was like,
was.
okay. And it made me hate. What's his name? Tamlin. Oh,
Mhm.
yes, we did.
We hate family.
And so I got A Court of Silver and Flame.
Yep.
Was one of my favorites.
Okay.
And I wish it stopped there.
I think I just said that to her the other day, and she looked at me like she wanted to kill me.
Areas.
No.
I just want it to be done.
I just wanted it to be over. I don't need something long drawn out. I don't want to have to read hundreds of books for a series.
I think we're going the 8-book route. I
Yeah.
think we're gonna produce a whole nother
Yeah,
set.
I've tried to read what's the orange one? Miss Hyperion.
Yes, no, yeah. I couldn't get past halfway. I was like, this is really long. And I was like, I didn't care for her character all that much. I understand, but she's not my favorite. I was like, you're the older sister, and younger sister, you treated like crap.
See, like
As an older sister, I was like,
oh, that
no.
one's Silver Flames.
So Silver.
The one before
Sorry.
that is Wings of Ruin.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Silver
Well,
probably, yeah.
See, too
Yeah.
many books
Too
get
many
like
books, yeah.
messy.
I was like,
I love Nessa.
That one for Caspian and Caspian.
holy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not my favorite. So yeah, Wings of Ruin was my favorite. Then
Okay.
Silver Flame.
Wings of Ruin because it was more of like a war and stuff.
Yes.
Which is like why
And it
I
had
get
a nice
invested.
ending. I was like, post-war, okay, you're building up, and I guess I understand that there's more to the war.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I didn't need war. It was good
Yeah.
enough. And maybe I just needed a break between them, and maybe it be a separate series.
Yeah.
Then it's be continuation of the series, and
Okay.
changing the characters. So,
Okay.
yeah.
If you had to give a book recommendation, what would you give?
Ooh. I'm trying to think of something I couldn't put down. I'm gonna have to just go with Lights Out.
Oh,
that
all
was
right.
The read for the year for me. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Lights Out.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much for
Thank
sitting with us and
you.
chatting
It's
books. We like
great.
love meeting people. So tell us, did you buy from
Yes,
the book?
I did. I bought 3 books.
Okay.
Series.
Okay. Tell us what you bought.
I bought a 3-book series: Bourbon and Secrets, Bourbon and Proof. Okay, so 3-part series: Bourbon and Lies, Bourbon and Secrets, and Bourbon and Proof.
Okay. And what were they about? What drew you to the series?
It's a Western romance mystery story. So I'm into suspense type
Sorry.
stuff and
Okay.
romance books, so I thought
Are you into the Western?
never read a Western book ever.
I have not either. And people love the cowboys. They
Yeah,
do.
never read one. Honestly, the cover drew me to it. I thought
Okay.
The cover was just like really.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is hot and at the same time.
I love it. We love a sexy book. What is your favorite romance book?
Ooh, that is hard. It's very hard.
Or one of your top ones?
I'm trying to think. I've read so many books I'm part of this book club for me and my college friends. So
Okay.
I'm reading 3 different romance books once a month.
Wow.
Or not just romance, but thrillers also. I'm going to say 7 Days in June is my favorite.
Okay. I don't think I've ever heard about it. Tell me a little
It's
bit about it.
Tia Williams. Basically, it's a Black author, and it's a story about a man and a woman, obviously. Here we go. But they worked together, they separated, and they find love again. And it was just a very romantic story. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So is romance I heard you mention thrillers.
No, I like to mix it up, honestly. That's why I'm geared towards these books. We read a lot of romance books, a lot of thriller books. Right now, I'm in the Frida McFadden era.
Oh, I love Frida McFadden. What's your favorite Frida McFadden that you've read so far?
So I've just started all the Housemaid series. I'm on the last one
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
I just I'm can't put
Okay.
the book down. But I know The Teacher is a really good one.
The
I've
Teacher
heard.
was a good one.
Yeah, so that's my next one to add to the list also. My cousin is a big collector of Frida
Okay.
McFadden, so we passed books around.
The end of The Teacher really got me. I'm not
All
going
right.
to I mean,
Don't-
I could cut out the spoilers,
Yeah.
but
I'm finishing up the list now. So.
it's one of those books where you get to the end and your jaw just falls off.
I
You're
thought
like,
I
it
knew
makes
what
the
was
whole book.
coming, and I did not.
Yeah,
How fast did you read that book?
within a day.
That's
Yeah.
what everyone said. They read it fast, like within a
Frida McFadden is like an easy
For sure.
person to just fly through.
For sure.
So,
Sure.
do you have a favorite trope in romance? Do you like enemies to lovers, the love triangle?
I think of this one book I read, and I can't think of the title, but it was a married couple, and they got divorced, which is similar to my story here. And they both find their own separate people to start dating, but then they end up making their way. It was very sweet.
Like
No,
a
I don't
second
plan on
chance.
making my- But I just thought it was nice that they found love again and were able to
Yeah.
get back with it. But then it was also a little bit sappy, so after I'm crying to the book, I'm like, I need a thriller to
Yeah.
make all that sadness go.
Oh my god, I feel that. It's like a nice palate cleanser.
Yeah.
You can't just read one genre.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah.
You
Not
got to
at
mix
all.
it up.
Yeah, definitely.
So is this your first time buying from Sweet Nothing?
My second,
Okay.
actually, yeah. So the first time I was a few months back, and I just fell in love with that chiller. Like, it was an awesome idea.
It is.
She said she's gonna open up her own storefront there.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I know she's doing a soft opening, and then she's got the big opening coming, I think, on the 20th of September. Yeah, I think she's got like tattoo artists and
yeah, that's
like
what she
the
was
whole
saying.
kit cam caboodle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we'll be there.
Big, just like the books, the
Yes.
everything is awesome. It's
Yeah.
totally my vibe. Very sad.
It
We
really
love
is.
Zen vibes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for chatting with us
Thank you.
today. Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. Thanks so much for sitting with us.
So
What is your favorite book of all time?
you can't do that. You know, that's like your children.
Just some top ones that you would recommend.
You're making me hard. Okay, I have. How about one of my favorite series?
Okay.
One of them, and it's not very popular, is the Immortal Guardians.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of them.
No, tell us about it.
Again, they're vampires, but in a different twist.
Okay.
What's so awesome? What I like about it is the author, and her name is coming to my head right a minute. I will get it.
That's
but
okay.
The vampires are the bad people, not the sexy hot thing. They're like,
Oh, okay. Not like Twilight.
no, not like Twilight. But the Immortal Guardians kill them. They live forever. How do I say this? I don't want to ruin everything. Put it this way: she makes it basically instead of the vampiric issue is a virus.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So it's normal in humans. If you get bit, you turn into a vampire, but eventually die off because your brain goes mush.
Oh, okay.
You go mad. But if you have a special genetic component, what they call gifted ones, so people who have the ability to any gifts, people can read minds or whatever, they have a different DNA.
Okay.
Okay, so get that. So if they get bit, they get infected. They don't go mad. In fact, they have more power. They live forever.
Okay.
And so they use those people to kill off the vampire. They're able to like erase humans.
Oh, okay.
So they can still save the human race without them knowing.
Okay.
But there's obviously romance, but there's lots of action.
Okay.
And so a lot of badassery. And so eventually what happens, it builds characters as the books go on, and it turns into almost like a family.
Okay. Yeah, we talk a lot about the like necessity for romance in books, and like sometimes like it's not necessary and it doesn't like need to be. So do you need romance in a book, or do you prefer without?
Obviously Outlander get by without it, even though it has lots of steamy scenes in it.
Yeah.
Of course, I've done all the Outlander series. Those are amazing. I would be honest. Those are also her ability to take you back in time and make you feel like you're in the colonist with the smells.
Yeah.
That was amazing, and not just about the romance, but say where the crawdads sing or something.
I loved that book.
There's very little romance, but the romance, and it was amazing, right?
Yes.
Or Jodi Cole, she writes really amazing books. If you go in like on the book talk, not many people talk about Immortal Guard. Everybody's
Okay.
like active tar.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That'd be her. She's part of that problem.
I'm not saying I don't like it, but I'm like, they're way better.
Oh yeah.
Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
It's so hyped. I still like it, but it's overhyped. And what is the other one? Armentrout. Come on. Blood and Ash, I think it's called.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Blood now. I haven't read it, but I have it on my list.
That one. I didn't read that one, but I listened to it. I got to about the fourth or fifth. I'm like, I'm losing it. I tried the first two books. I can't say I felt like that about the Immortal Guard.
Thanks so much for chit chatting books with us today.